A suspect is in custody, identified as 24-year-old James Holmes. Until last month, he was a PhD student at the medical school at the University of Colorado. Police bomb squads are currently at the suspect's apartment building, working on what officials call sophisticated booby traps inside. We're expected a police press conference is going to begin shortly. We first want to go to NBC's Miguel Almaguer, who is in Aurora at the scene as we speak. Good afternoon, Miguel.
Harry, good afternoon to you as well. This incident happened just after midnight at around 12:40 in the morning. According to several witnesses, the suspect, James Holmes, walked through the back door of this movie complex, apparently wearing a gas mask. He walked in through the back of the movie entrance, reportedly threw a flash grenade or some type of smoke bomb, then reportedly shot a single fire gunshot into the air. And then as folks realized that there was some panic and that this was certainly a real and serious situation, many began to run for the exits. That's when we were told the suspect opened fire on as many people as he could possibly hit. Many of those suspects were transported to 6 area hospitals. The suspect was arrested and taken into custody. Harry, I'll throw it back to you in New York.
To speak this morning will be Governor John Hickenlooper. Governor?
All right, so obviously there are no words that can express the intensity of this tragedy. Our hearts are broken as we think about the families and friends of the victims of this senseless tragedy. Really, one thing I do hope people can keep, this is the act apparently of a very deranged mind. This is a safe city and a safe state and a safe country. And we need to recognize that we can't allow people that are aberrations of nature to take away the joys and freedoms that we enjoy. And again, for the victims and their families, they should know that President Obama called Mayor Hogan this morning, and they called me, and I think his words are the same. There's not one of us that doesn't read or hear this story, certainly anyone who has children, and think about it being your child in that movie theater, or your cousin's child or your neighbor's child. And that reality makes the pain and the grief too intense for words, but we can't let it keep us from our lives. So we will, in Colorado, is a state that has always come together and supported the entire community. Aurora is one of the great cities, not just in Colorado, but in this country, and they will, without question, they have the right leadership, and Police Chief Oates and Mayor Hogan, that we will come back stronger than ever than this, although it's obviously going to be a very hard process. So with that, I'll turn it back to Mayor Hogan.
Thank you, Governor. Clearly, this is a tragic day for this community and for this city. But as tragic as it is for the community and the city, it is an absolute horror for all of those people who were in those theaters and their families. Our hearts go out to them. We will always wish that no matter how much we do now, that we had done more. We need to thank everybody who responded as quickly as they did. The police department, fire department, the hospital staffs in the emergency rooms, everyone who addressed this situation deserves to be thanked. I want to thank also all of the jurisdictions in the metropolitan area that have contacted me this morning, offering whatever help we need, whether it's from Denver or Arapahoe County or the state of Colorado or the United States government. We've taken a blow today, but we will get back on our feet and we will move ahead. If I can say anything to our citizens, and particularly to those folks who have kids, no matter whether they're small or teenagers, it's talk to them. Talk to them. They're going to feel this, and it's going to come out. And we have to do our duty as parents and as civic officials and as caregivers, whether it's Aurora Mental Health or any other organization. We've got to talk to our kids, let them know that this is an isolated instance. It's tragic, it's horrible, but it's isolated, and we've got to talk about it. It's a tough day. I'm joined back here by a number of the Aurora City Council members, state senators, state representatives, other members of the community. We will all come together. We'll survive this, but there's no way around it. It's tough. You can't have that many people die and that many more people be injured in an absolutely senseless situation and not see it as anything but tough.